From the news desk of Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin, this is news on the hour.
The headlines: fuel queues will disappear by 1st of May, says NNPC Limited. Navy rescues over 250 passengers from capsized boat. Uniben suspends student union over attack on Edo LP governorship candidate. Group 6 more from Kwara State government for Dama on Agric.
That mental health breakdowns sound like this.
I'm emotionally stressed. I'm emotionally downcast. I am so confused of all about life.
But in reality, they can sound like this. Don't make assumptions that people are okay just because they laugh and they smile. Everyone is going through something. Check on your friends and be kind to everyone else.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin.
Welcome back from that short break. Please note that you can listen to us via our website www.diamondfm.net or watch us live on Facebook at Diamond 887FM and YouTube Diamond FM Ilorin. Now the news in detail. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL) has assured Nigerians that the ongoing fuel scarcity and queues will be cleared by tomorrow, the 1st of May. According to reports, the Chief Communications Officer NNPCL Olufemi Shoneye disclosed this to journalists earlier today in Lagos. He said the company currently has availability of products exceeding 1.5 billion litres, which can last for at least 30 days. In the same vein, the National Vice President of the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, Ahmed Fashola, expressed optimism that the queues in Lagos and Ogun would ease off this week, relying on the words of the NNPCL. The Naira on Monday further depreciated at the official market, trading at 1,419 Naira 11 kobo to the dollar. Data from an official trading platform overseeing the Nigerian Autonomous Foreign Exchange Market, NAFEM, revealed that the Naira lost 79 Naira 80 kobo. This represents a 5.96% loss when compared to the previous trading rate on Friday, the 26th of April, when it was exchanged at 1,339 Naira 23 kobo to a dollar. Meanwhile, at the investors and exporters window, the Naira traded between 1,451 Naira and 1,060 Naira against the dollar. Meanwhile, tragedy was averted in Rivers State after 250 persons on board a capsized passenger boat were rescued by naval personnel. Reports gathered reveal that the rescued persons, majority of whom were traders, took off from a local market in Singana area of Bayelsa State, heading for Rivers State. But midway into the journey, the ill-fated boat MV Precious Emmanuel reportedly encountered stormy waters, in the process of which it hit a wreck, which damaged its hull, causing it to capsize. Director of Information, Commodore Iwoyo Adams Aliu, who made the disclosure, added that the incident happened around 10 p.m. last night. The spokesperson also reiterated the importance of life jackets, life buoys, and other life-saving equipment to local maritime operators for safety of the lives on the waterways. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission (ICPC) and its Constituency and Executive Project Tracking Group (CEPTJ) has tracked over 219.8 billion naira projects that were poorly executed by 176 federal government agencies. The Commission's chairman, Dr. Musa Aliyu, disclosed this on Monday while briefing newsmen in Lagos. He said the tracking exercise focused on critical sectors like education, agriculture, healthcare, and infrastructure, and aimed to ensure that government funds are directed toward impactful projects that benefit vulnerable Nigerians. Dr. Musa also said that the 2024 Phase 6 exercise, which began in November 2023 and continued through the first quarter of 2024, covered key sectors in 26 states and the FCT. The management of the University of Benin, UNIBEN, has suspended the Students' Union government of the institution indefinitely. In a letter made available to newsmen today, the university's registrar, Mr. Ademola Bobola, announced the measure on the union in Benin, noting that due consideration of the report by the management, the Vice-Chancellor has approved the suspension of the University Student Union. It could be recalled that the suspension was in connection with the incident at the university's Senior Staff Club on the 12th of April, where the said union was said to have disrupted an interactive session by staff of the university with the Edo State governorship candidate of the Labour Party, Olumide Akpata. The students were said to have behaved unruly at the event and in the process rough-handled many of the staff, including a member of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, who was reportedly beaten to a pulp. In Kwara State, the Kwara State Governor, Abdurrahman Abdulrazak, on Monday swore in Dr. Alabi Abolore as the Commissioner for Solid Minerals, charging him to be patriotic, hardworking, and prudent in his new office. This appointment moves Engineer Abdikawi Yolododo to the Ministry of Works and Transport as the Honorable Commissioner, a responsibility he had juggled in an acting capacity with a solid minerals portfolio.
Clear agenda to leave for us a better place than it made it. We have made impressive differences across the state, and you are joining the cabinet to contribute your own bit to the progress made so far. Teamwork, diligence, hard work, patriotism, and prudence are the key achievements, greater efficiency, and better outcomes in the important role you're about to resume. I trust you to do your best as you join the cabinet once again.
Dr. Alabi, in his remarks, thanked Abdulrazak for again trusting him to serve the state, pledging not to let down his government and the people of the state.
Brought it from nowhere to say that, look, young man, please join me, come and work with me, and come and work for the government of Kwara State. And I'm standing here this evening to pledge that all of those signing qualities you have presented in the course of your presentation this evening shall be achieved, inshallah. I'm going to work in a way to ensure that all the unwavering commitments and dedications that have so far shown and all those favorable disposition as well as loyalty shall continue, and inshallah I will not fail you.
Dr. Alabi, a native of Ipori in Ilorin East local government, had earlier served the state as the Commissioner for Tertiary Education until the 29th of May 2023. Amongst other dignitaries and family members present at the event were the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Muhammad Sabar Jibril, Chief of Staff to the Governor, Prince Abdul Qadir Mahi, Senior Advisor and Councillor Alhaji Sahadi Salau, and the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Religion, Islam, Alhaji Ibrahim Danmeguru. And lastly, on the local scene, the goodwill move for Kwara youth in agriculture has commended the Kwara State government, ably led by Governor Abdurrahman and Abdulrazak and the World Bank for Dama program, for supporting them with agricultural equipment and seeking for more. Addressing a press conference in Ilorin, the chairman of the group, Professor Samuel Ibiyemi, who leads the cluster of 3 civil society organizations, Moringa Development Association of Nigeria, Ranch and Livestock Cooperative Society, Cultural and Societal Value Development Initiatives that gave birth to the Goodwill Move, after appreciating the Kwara State government and the World Bank for Dama program, called on the state government to release funds that the group had been requesting for since 2022 to prepare 10 hectares for each use per ward in every 16 local government area of the state in May 2024. He also called on the presidency to release 20 out of the 1,000 tractors to their groups in order to justify their genuine intention to make Nigeria a genuine giant of Africa. Professor Ibiyemi added that these pioneer farms would produce foods and cash crops which will tackle the spate of hunger afflicting the country and making Kwara State a true food basket and industrial hub for Nigeria. On his part, the coordinator of Goodwill Move for Kwara Youth in Agriculture, Pastor Emmanuel Adekoya, noted that a total of 110 members have been empowered with sprayers, boots, gloves and all its ancillaries to encourage them as youths to go back to farms more dedicated. And that's it on the local scene. The news on the hour is reaching you from our studios, Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin. We take a short time out. When we return, UK to deport nearly 6,000 migrants to Rwanda this year. We'll bring you this on the foreign scene and sporting stories as well. To stay with us.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Diamond887FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
orúkọ mi ni Yèyélúà Tóyìn Adégbọlá, mo sì ti lé ní 50 ọdún láyé láàyè àtàyè ìdẹ̀ra. Ìgbòkègbodò mi pọ̀ gan-an nínú iṣẹ́ tí mo yàn láàyò gẹ́gẹ́ bí òṣèré orí ìtàgé. Kì í sì rẹ̀ mí, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kì í sú mi. Àwọ̀ mi sì ń jí pépépé sí bíi tọmọ tuntun lójoojúmọ́. Ẹ fẹ́ mọ̀dí abájọ. Monomin Plus atẹ́jẹ̀ṣe oògùn tó ń fi epo ẹja cod liver oil ṣẹjọ́ ẹ̀, food supplement ni. Èròjà ẹ peléke, ó ń tara ṣe, ó ń máradán, ó ń jẹ́ kọ́mọdé dàgbà dáadáa, ó sì ń jẹ́ kí àgbàlagbà máa ta kébékébé. Monomin Plus.
Monomin Plus fún èròjà tó ń tún inú ara ṣe lẹ́yìn ìwádìí ìmọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀. A tún fi èròjà cod liver oil epo ẹja sí i ló fi wá di oògùn méjì tá a papọ̀ sínú ẹyọ kan ṣoṣo. La fi ń pè é ní Monomin Plus. Iléeṣẹ́ Tuyi Pharmaceutical Industries Limited. Àwọn tó lórúkọ tó ṣe gbẹ́kẹ̀lé níbi kápò oògùn òyìnbó ló ṣe é. Monomin Plus. Monomin Plus.
Hey, Bajaj Boxer special April offer don land. You fit buy Bajaj Boxer for just 935,000 naira. Make you visit our nearest dealer today to collect your own. Hurry o. Offer valid while stock lasts.
Welcome back from that short time out. If you're just tuned in and joining us, you're still listening to the news on the hour, reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin. Now we continue with the rest of the stories. On the foreign scene, Kenya's President William Ruto has called for a special cabinet meeting to discuss the ongoing flooding crisis in the country. According to the government spokesperson, Isaac Muwara, about 169 people have been killed in floods that have devastated Kenya over the last months. He added that the death toll includes 45 people who died earlier yesterday after their villages were swept away near the Mahi Mahiu, about 35 miles from the capital, Nairobi. But the Kenyan Red Cross says 50 were killed in this incident. Meanwhile, in a recent address with reporters, President William Ruto has defended the government's flood response after several criticisms from county government that it was slow, noting that the cabinet meeting scheduled for today would discuss additional measures on flood mitigation. Reports gathered say over 130,000 people have been displaced by the floods, with many people taking shelter in schools. Still on the foreign scene, the United Kingdom are reportedly deporting about 6,000 migrants to Rwanda this year. A senior minister made the disclosure today after the government published new details on the controversial scheme. The development is coming days after the plan aimed at deterring migrant arrivals on small boats from northern Europe became law following months of parliamentary wrangling. Health Secretary Victoria Atkins, in her revelation, added that 2,143 people can be located for detention before being flown to Rwanda. Meanwhile, official statistics say that over 57,000 people arrived on small boats after trying to cross the channel during the 18-month period. Moving on from the international scene to the world of sports, ex-Super Eagles players Mutiu Adekpoju and Daniel Amokachi have thrown their weight behind Finidi George to succeed as Super Eagles head coach. George was confirmed to take charge of the three-time African champions on Monday after acting in an interim role since March. Recall that Adekpoju, Amokachi and George were members of the historic Super Eagles team that played in the country's maiden World Cup appearance in 1994, and they also played together at the 1998 World Cup. George's mission will be to steer Nigeria to the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco and also lead the country to the 2026 FIFA World Cup in the United States, Canada and Mexico. Meanwhile, the coach's first assignment will be against South Africa and Gernot Rohr's Benin in the 2026 World Cup qualifiers scheduled for June. Still in the world of sports, the Nigerian international goalkeeper Chiamaka Nadozie has made history by becoming the first African and Nigerian player to be crowned the best goalkeeper in the French D1 Arkema Women's League. The 23-year-old shortstopper's remarkable achievements this season, including a penalty-saving heroics, cemented her status as one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Nadozie beat outshined competition from Olympic Lions Christiane Endler and Katarzyna of Paris SG to claim the coveted individual accolade. Her club, Paris FC, currently sits third in the league with 42 points, which is 8 points behind their local rivals, Paris Saint-Germain, and a further 11 points away from the league leaders, Lions. And that's it in the world of sports. With that, we've come to the end of the news on the hour for today. But before we go, here is a recap of the major highlights as brought to you. Fuel queues will disappear by 1st of May, says NNPCL. Navy rescues over 250 passengers from capsized boat. Uniben suspends student union over attack on Edo LP governorship candidate. Group 6 more from Kwara State government for Dama on agree. On the foreign scene, Kenyan cabinet meets as flawed death toll nears 170. And in the world of sports, Super Eagles legends back Finidi George to succeed. Before we wrap up the news this afternoon, did you know that on this day in 1789, George Washington, the first president of the United States, was inaugurated at the Federal Hall in New York City, addressing his constituency on the proceedings of a new and free government. Now you know. The news on the hour was compiled and edited by Joseph Meribe. You can visit www.diamondfm.net to keep up to date with us or download our app on Google Play Store and iOS Apple Store, Diamond 887 FM. Endeavor to also join us at 3 p.m. for the news flash and at 5 p.m. for the news across the world. For news coverage or information about happenings around you, kindly contact the Diamond FM newsroom number on 091 606 27526 091 606 27526. I am Bisola Oduwole Suleiman. A very good afternoon to you once again, and thank you for listening to your shining supreme station. Do stay tuned for the Yoruba version of the news coming up shortly.
From news to sports, current affairs to entertainment, beautiful music, amazing programs, we got you all covered at Diamond 88.7 FM.
Hey, Bajaj Boxer special April offer don't land. You fit buy Bajaj Boxer for just 935,000 naira. Make you visit our nearest dealer today to collect your own. Oreo offer valid while stock lasts.
Diamond FM Ìlọrin, àwa là ń gbé ìròyìn àwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀, orin àtàwọn amúlùdùn Yorùbá tí ò láfijọ́ ṣe ti aráyé.
Látinú yàrá ìròyìn Diamond 88.7 FM Ìlọrin, ìròyìn ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́.
Nínú ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ ìròyìn ọ̀sán tòní, iléeṣẹ́ elépo rọ̀bì ilé wa NNPCL ti sọ wípé títò láwọn ilé epo yóò di yíyanjú lọ́jọ́ kìíní oṣù karùn-ún. Àwọn ọmọ iléeṣẹ́ ológun orí omi dóòlà àwọn arìnrìn-àjò tí wọ́n lé nígbà tọkọ̀ ojú omi wọn dojúdé ní ìpínlẹ̀ Rivers. Wọ́n ti mú àsọ̀rọ̀ bá ẹgbẹ́ àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ nínú ilé ẹ̀kọ́ fásitì ìlú Benin látàrí àkọlù sí olùdíje dupò gómìnà lábẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú Labour ní ìpínlẹ̀ Edo. Ẹgbẹ́ kan ti pàrọwà sí ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Kwara àti àjọ Fàdámà fún ìrànlọ́wọ́ túbọ̀ sí o lórí ètò ọ̀gbìn. Láti ilẹ̀ òkèrè lọ́sàn-án ilẹ̀ ti máa tẹ́tí sí wípé ìgbìmọ̀ aláṣẹ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Kenya yóò ṣe ìpàdé lórí bí ẹ̀kún omíyalé àgbàrá ya ṣọ́ọ̀bù ṣe gbẹ̀mí lẹ́nu àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n tó 150 níye, èyàn 170. Nínú ìròyìn eré ìdárayá lẹ̀ ti máa gbọ́ lọ́sàn-án yìí wípé àwọn àgbà ọ̀jẹ̀ agbábọ́ọ̀lù tẹ́lẹ̀ rí nínú ikọ̀ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Super Eagles ṣàtìlẹ́yìn fún Finidi George láti ṣe àṣeyọrí ti alákànṣepọ̀. Ẹ káàsán ẹ̀dẹ̀kú ọwọ́ lẹ́nu iṣẹ́, Ọlọ́run ọba yóò pín kó àwa léèrè lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ tàbí òkòwò àyànláàyò. Ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ ìròyìn lámú dẹ́sẹ́tì ìgbọ̀yìn láti ìkànnì ètò tàwọn yọ̀ Diamond 88.7 FM tó ta kànmọ́lẹ̀ ilé Ìlọrin ní ìpínlẹ̀ Kwara. Ayodeji Ayo-ola ló kọ́ tèmi. Ẹ lè gbọ́ wa níbikíbi lágbàáyé gba tójú òpó alátagbà www.diamondfm.net tàbí kí ẹ dánlódù application wa lójú àtẹ Google Play Store. Bákan náà lẹ lè bá wa dọ́rẹ̀pọ̀ tàbí tẹ̀lé wa láwọn ojú òpó ìtàkùn ayélujára Facebook, X, Instagram àti YouTube nípa títẹ̀ Diamond 887 FM. Ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ ìròyìn náà ó ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn ọ̀rọ̀ ìmọ̀ràn ráńpẹ́ yìí, ẹ má yí kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ṣàdé wá wọ́n tó ti fẹ́ jí ẹ̀rọ transformer wa o. Máa wo bí wọ́n ṣe jí ẹ̀rọ aṣàkálẹ̀ àwòrán lójú pópó náà nú o. Sì máa wo mo dé máa wọ́n ọmọkùnrin yẹn o. Àmọ́ kí n tẹ̀mí ṣe gbogbo ìjọba nífa. Kò tẹ́kọ̀ máa jí lọ jẹ́. Àyín jẹ́ mọ́ jí lọ.
Rò ó wò dáadáa o. Ǹjẹ́ o tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé dúkìá àjọba dúkìá rẹ ni owó orí tóun sì ń san ni wọ́n sì fi tún gbogbo ohun tó bá bàjẹ́ ṣe lọ́nà kan tàbí èkejì. Ara wa náà là á sì ń kó bá. Ẹ jẹ́ àmú ọ̀rọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ní àgbájọwọ́ là á fi sọ̀yà. Tó o bá rí nǹkan tí ò bójú mu fi tó àwọn aláṣẹ tó tọ́ létí.
Ìmọ̀ràn yìí ló ń dé tètè gbọ́ yín láti ìkànnì Diamond 88.7 Ìlọrin.
ìròyìn ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ láti ilé iṣẹ́ Diamond FM.
ẹ káàbọ̀ padà ẹ ṣeun tẹ́ ẹ̀ yí kúrò ń bẹ̀ ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ ìròyìn náà rèé ní sísẹ̀ntẹ̀lé iléeṣẹ́ elépo rọ̀bì lápapọ̀ nílẹ̀ wa nàìjíríà NNPCL ni wọ́n ti fi ọ̀rọ̀ dá àwọn ọmọ ilẹ̀ nàìjíríà lójú pé gbogbo ọ̀wọ́n gógó epo bẹtiró àti àtògbémúlẹ́mú láwọn ilé epo ni yóò di yíyanjú lọ́la ọjọ́ kìíní oṣù karùn-ún gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìròyìn ṣe sọ adarí ètò ìbáraẹnisọ̀rọ̀ nínú iléeṣẹ́ náà olúfẹ́mi sónẹ́yẹ ni ó sọ ọ̀rọ̀ ń di mímọ̀ fáwọn òǹròyìn nílùú èkó èyí tí ó sọ wípé iléeṣẹ́ náà ni wọ́n ti mú kó èròjà epo bẹtiró tí ó tó bílíọ̀nù kan ó lé ẹ̀sùn márùn-ún jálá 1.5 billion litres wà nílẹ̀ léyìí tí yóò tó fún ó kéré tán ọgbọ̀njọ́ lọ́nà kan náà igbákejì ààrẹ ẹgbẹ́ àwọn alágbàtà epo bẹtiró tí wọ́n jẹ́ aládàáni ipman ahmed fashola fún ìgbàgbọ́ rẹ̀ wípé títò láwọn ilé epo náà ní òpin yóò débá ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn àti ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó lọ́sẹ̀ tí a wà yìí níbi ó ṣe gbára lé ọ̀rọ̀ eléyìí tí ó wá látinú iléeṣẹ́ elépo rọ̀bì àpapọ̀ ilẹ̀ wa náà. ní báyìí ná owó náírà ilẹ̀ wa ni ó ti ń túbọ̀ ń tẹ̀síwájú láti já wálẹ̀ lójú ọjà lọ́jọ́ ajé lọ sí ẹgbẹ̀rún kan ó lé okòólénírínwó ó dín kan àti kọ́bọ̀ mọ́kànlá ìyún 1,419 naira 11 kọ́bọ̀ sí dọ́là kan àkọsílẹ̀ lójú òpó ìdókòwò fi hàn pé owó náírà náà ni ó já pẹ̀lú náírà mọ́kàndínlọ́gọ́rin ó lé ẹ̀sún mẹ́jọ èyí tí ó jẹ́ ìdá 5 ó lé ẹ̀sún mẹ́sàn-án tí a bá gbé òsẹ́gbẹ́ èyí tí ó kọjá lọ́jọ́ ẹtì ọjọ́ kẹrìndínlọ́gbọ̀n oṣù kẹrin nígbà tí pàṣípààrọ̀ náà jẹ́ ẹgbẹ̀rún kan àti òjìlélọ́ọ̀ọ́dúnrún náírà sí dọ́là kan ọgbà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó jẹ́ wípé lójú ọjà àwọn olùdókòwò àti àwọn tí wọ́n kọjá wọlé ni wọ́n ṣòwò láàrin ẹgbẹ̀rún kan àti irinwó náírà sí ẹgbẹ̀rún kan àti ọgọ́ta náírà sí dọ́là kan. wáyé o ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ aburújà ìkànnì ọlọ́run gbéfò ní ìpínlẹ̀ Rivers lẹ́yìn tí àwọn ọmọ ológun orí omi dóòlà àwọn arìnrìn-àjò tí wọ́n jẹ́ 250 níye 250 nínú ìjàmbá ọkọ̀ ojú omi kan ìròyìn ṣe àkójọpọ̀ rẹ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n dóòlà náà ní púpọ̀ nínú wọn jẹ́ oníṣòwò tí wọ́n gbéra ọ̀ láti ọjà abẹ́lé kan tí ń bẹ ní agbègbè Sangana ní ìpínlẹ̀ Bayelsa tí wọ́n sì ń lọ sí ìpínlẹ̀ Rivers ṣùgbọ́n lójú ọ̀nà ìrìn àjò náà ní ọkọ̀ ojú omi wọn tí ó bàjẹ́ adarí ètò ìròyìn nínú iléeṣẹ́ ọmọ ológun ojú omi ní ikọ̀ náà Commodore Awayo Adams Aliu ń jẹ́ kí ó di mímọ̀ pé ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ náà ni ó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní agogo 10 alẹ́ àná bákan náà ni ó tẹnumọ́ ìṣe pàtàkì lílo ẹ̀wù agbẹ́mìíró èyún life jacket àti àwọn ohun èlò ìdáàbòbò míì nígbà tí wọ́n bá rìnrìn àjò lórí omi. àjọ tí ń gbógun ti ìwà àjẹbánu àti àwọn ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ míì tó farapẹ́ ICPC ni wọ́n ti sọ wípé ìkọ̀ wọn kan nínú àjọ ọ̀hún ti ń tọpinpin ṣíṣe àwọn iṣẹ́ àkànṣe ni wọ́n ti tọpinpin àwọn iṣẹ́ àkànṣe tí owó rẹ̀ tó $2,408 náírà èyí tí wọn kò ṣe dáadáa látọwọ́ àwọn lájọlájọ kan tí ó jẹ́ ti ìjọba àpapọ̀ tí wọ́n tó bíi mẹ́rìndínlọ́gọ́sàn-án 176 alága àjọ ICPC náà dókítà Musa Aliyu ni ó jẹ́ kí ọ̀rọ̀ yóò di mímọ̀ nígbà tí ń bá àwọn òròyìn sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá ó sọ wípé ètò ìtọpinpin náà ní àfojúsùn rẹ̀ jẹ́ dá lórí àwọn agbọn bíi ètò ẹ̀kọ́ ètò ọ̀gbìn ètò ìlera àti àwọn ohun amáyédẹrùn láti lè rí dájú pé owó ìjọba kò wọ́gbó tí wọ́n sì ná àwọn owó náà sórí àwọn iṣẹ́ àkànṣe eléyìí tí ó lè jẹ́ àǹfààní fún àwọn tí nǹkan kù díẹ̀ káàtó fún lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí. Bákan náà ni ó ṣàlàyé pé ètò náà ni ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ látinú oṣù kọkànlá ọdún tí ó kọjá ètí ó sì ń tẹ̀síwájú wọ abala àkọ́kọ́ ìdámẹ́rin ní àkọ́kọ́ nínú ọdún yìí lẹ́yìn tí ó kárí àwọn ìpínlẹ̀ mẹ́rìndínlọ́gbọ̀n àti olú-ìlú ilẹ̀ wa. Nínú ìròyìn míì ìgbìmọ̀ aláṣẹ ilé ẹ̀kọ́ fásitì tí ń bẹ nílùú Benin Uniben ni wọ́n ti mú àsọ̀rọ̀ aláìní gbèǹdéke ò bá ẹgbẹ́ àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ nínú ilé ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀hún. Ẹgbẹ́ nínú lẹ́tà kan tí ó tó àwọn òǹròyìn lọ́wọ́ lónìí akọ̀wé ilé ẹ̀kọ́ náà Adémọ́lá Bọ̀bọ́lá kéde ìgbésẹ̀ náà lórí àwọn ẹgbẹ́ akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ọ̀hún èyí tí ó tọ́ka sí wípé ọ̀gá ilé ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀hún ni ó fọwọ́ sí o látàrí àbọ̀ ìwádìí látọ̀dọ̀ ìgbìmọ̀ aláṣẹ ilé ẹ̀kọ́ náà. Ẹ rántí wípé ìgbésẹ̀ náà ni ó ní nǹkan ṣe pẹ̀lú ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ kan eléyìí tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ 12 oṣù kẹrin nínú ilé ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀hún níbi tí wọ́n ti sọ wípé àwọn ẹgbẹ́ àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ náà dàbàrú àkànṣe ètò kan táwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ilé ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀hún ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ láti ní ìtàkùrọ̀sọ pẹ̀lú olùdíje dupò gómìnà lábẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú Labour ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ẹdó Ọ̀yìnhùn Olúmídé Àpáta. Àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ náà ni wọ́n ní pé wọ́n hu ìwà kò tọ́ níbi ètò ọ̀hún èyí tí ọwọ́ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ilé ẹ̀kọ́ náà kò ká apá ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ náà lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n fi lu olùkọ́ kan nínú ilé ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀hún ti kúkú ti yíyè. Wá sí ìpínlẹ̀ Kwara gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Kwara Abdulrahman Abdulrazak lọ́jọ́ ajé ni ó ti búra wọṣẹ́ fún dókítà Alábí Àbọ̀lọ́rẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí kọmíṣánná fún àlùmọ́ọ́nì ilẹ̀ èyí tí gómìnà náà sì rọ kọmíṣánná ọ̀hún láti jẹ́ olóòótọ́ ẹni tí ó tẹpámọ́ṣẹ́ àti alákòyàwó lọ́fíìsì tuntun ọ̀hún. Ìyànsípò náà ni ó mú kí onímọ̀ ẹ̀rọ Kọ̀wíìd olódodo lọ sí iléeṣẹ́ ìjọba tí ń bójútó ọ̀rọ̀ iṣẹ́ òde àti ètò ìrìnnà gẹ́gẹ́ bí kọmíṣánná nínú ilé-iṣẹ́ náà. Dókítà Alábí nínú ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gómìnà Abdulrazak fún bí ó ṣe tún ní ìfọkàntán nínú òun láti ṣiṣẹ́ sìn ní ìpínlẹ̀ yìí èyí tí ó sì jẹ́jẹ́ wípé òun kò ní dójú ti ìjọba àti àwọn èèyàn ìpínlẹ̀ yìí. Dókítà Alábí tí ó jẹ́ ọmọ bíbí ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ ìlà oòrùn Ìlọrin tó sì ti kọ́kọ́ jẹ́ kọmíṣánná fọ́rọ̀ àwọn ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga títí di ọjọ́ kọkàndínlọ́gbọ̀n oṣù karùn-ún ọdún 2023 lára àwọn èèyàn jàǹkànjàǹkàn tí wọ́n bẹ níbi ètò ìbúra wọṣẹ́ náà láti rí mọ̀lẹ́bí kọmíṣánná ọ̀hún akọ̀wé ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ yìí ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Mamman Jibril àti àwọn èèkàn míì nínú ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Kwara.